Hey, get money all day, get money all night. Sip my drink, ho, let's get right. Getting paid, I'm getting paid. Roll one up, let's catch this flight. Pour another cup, ho, let's get right. Getting paid, I'm getting paid. Hey, this your boy Tight. Can't say the Tight without the 1205, know I'm talking about. Yeah. But you tuning in with Ray's podcast. Kicking my boy Ray.
Yo, we back at it again. You know it's your boy Ray from Ray's podcast. You know we come live from downtown Dallas, the beautiful downtown Dallas, live on the 10th floor from Hello Studios. Thanks for rocking with us again. Man, we got a great episode. It's going to be great. You know, it's going to be one of these another cowboy conversations we're having. And we got some great people in the building. You know, myself, we got Law Nation over there. And today, we have our man from the Dak Attack show right there, man. So you call him Dak Attack. Dak Attack in the building.
What's going on?
Thank you for rocking with us. Thank you for rocking with us. Bro. See the people, you know, they love you already. Look at this. You hear the applause. They love you. They can't get enough of you, bro.
I can feel it. I can feel
the energy.
Yeah,
all right.
I feel it.
All right.
All right. Spirit.
Yeah. So thank y'all both for taking time out y'all day. We're going to talk about this offseason that's already done kicked off. As of today, as we're recording this show, today is actually the start of the new league year.
Yep.
So I think all the teams have to get into compliance today by 3 p.m. Eastern, I believe, today to get ready for this new league year. But before we do that, you know, I like to always start off my show with positive words. You know, some people may be going through some rough things, rough situations, having a hard week, you know, day or month. Let's reset that right now, all right? So, just in case, if nobody told you today, I just want you to know that you're beautiful, you're loved, you're needed, you're alive for a reason. Hey, you're stronger than you think. Whatever it is you're going through right now, you're going to get through this. Here on this show, we're all glad that you're alive and don't give up. So it's always important to keep those positive words, you know, in the back of your mind, so when tough situations arise, you can get through them a whole lot better. All right. We said positive, now let's get negative. No, I'm sorry.
Well, I want to keep the positivity going, man. It's been a lot of negative the last couple of days.
Yes, a lot of stuff. Some things we're not gonna touch on. We're gonna skip over. You know, I'm pretty sure y'all know what we're talking about. Y'all.
Well, there's so many ways we can look at it. You know, on one end, you know, we heard Jerry talk about going all in, right? Have we went all in so far?
We went all out.
We went all out. Okay, and that's
Why
one piece of.
You lying?
Come on.
Why you always lying?
Hey.
Oh my God.
Hey.
Stop fucking lying.
That's what it is, man. That is what it is. Hey, that's the groove, though, because that's just been the motto so far. But also, there's been news that's been talked about and circulating from the Cowboys' flagship station. I meant to say, not stadium, but station. Go ahead and dive into that.
Man,
I let him go first.
Man, look, I know by now y'all have seen it. 105.3 The Fan.
Okay.
Has absolutely tombstoned himself.
Right.
And half of Cowboys Nation is outside of their gates with picket fences and torches and everything else that you can possibly find.
Right.
Because they're playing with someone's career and reputation. And that's as simple as you can break it down.
Right.
And if you're going to irresponsibly report on a lawsuit that was brought up by Dak Prescott, you're going to report on this. You need to make sure that you do the due diligence to do the research to make sure that the person that you're bringing on isn't going to make your radio station look like absolute dog crap.
Right.
Because that's what happened. Because ever since you've brought that person on, the Cowboys fans have been able to do more due diligence than a professional publication was able to do, bringing on someone on national airwaves.
Yeah.
People were able to do more due diligence in understanding exactly what it is they're dealing with to know what level of attention this deserves, which is not very much until the legal proceedings are done.
Right.
And that's as simple as it gets.
And I'm glad that you talked about that, because they went into context of like certain things are newsworthy and certain things are not, you know. So talking about this is newsworthy, but talking about a billionaire who owns the team, a $9 billion franchise, right? And he's a multi-billionaire. It's not good to talk about the illegitimacy of his child or what have you, and I get all of that. But what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Newsworthy is newsworthy. I think that a lot of people would want to know, okay, if this child is really Jerry Jones' child, right? She will be a piece or a co-owner of this particular glorious franchise. She owns just as much as Charlotte Jones would own, just by the royal blood, basically. But, that's not newsworthy according to him, But you can make anything a newsworthy because there was a time when a cat crossed the street in Frisco and people made news of it, right? So there's things that you can make out news. There are things that you can sully and denigrate and pass by, or there are things that you can point out. But the Cowboys, man, some people do what they want to do.
And at the end of the day, we can talk about what's newsworthy and what isn't.
Right,
Obviously, the station felt that this was newsworthy.
Yeah.
But I feel like as a station that benefits largely from the cooperation that they receive from the Cowboys organization and those players, they have some sort of due diligence to make sure that they're not doing something that's going to be a detriment to those people that's helping put up that whole platform, bro.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, Dak Prescott is the plaintiff. And we're not going to get into the details of it because I don't want to platform that case more than it's already been platformed, to be honest.
There you go.
But Dak Prescott is the plaintiff. And I think in all of this, and in the way that they use their platform to push whatever agenda it is they're pushing, that has been lost in all of this, is the fact that his team, his side is the one that brought this out because they wanted to defend him. And he wanted to defend his name and his reputation that he has spent 8 to 9 years building up in the hottest media market in all of professional sports for the Dallas Cowboys as the quarterback. You were under one of the biggest microscopes. And until now, this dude has been squeaky clean. He's been the
Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Come on, man.
Right,
He's been the perfect example of what you would want a professional athlete to be in a high-pressure situation.
Right.
The perfect example. And now you're going to do something that's irresponsible. It's platforming the defendant's lawyer in an extortion case.
Yeah, and that's my only thing is when they made and allegedly said that, okay, we reached out to both parties, right? I'm like, are you for real? You know what I'm saying?
And even if they did, like, common knowledge tells you, bro, once you have open case, talk to your cousins, to aunties, uncles, whoever have been to jail or had a criminal lawsuit posed against them. Once you have an open case, you don't talk about it.
Yeah.
That's amateur hour. And that shows exactly what was going on that radio station.
And for you to drop that bomb allegation saying that Dak Prescott raped your client.
Come on, man.
Why would you say that in the public? As a defensive attorney, where'd you get your license from, first of all? Okay? Because your case, they're about to poke holes all up in your case now. Now they know, okay, this is where they're going to attack us now. They're going to say, okay, it's a rape charge. You're done.
Not to mention the conflict of interest that the actual defense attorney has been on social media denigrating Dak Prescott for a time.
For a time. So
he's on social media. People have done
character assassination.
Character assassination. He's dumpster juice anyways. And now you got this dude he's a Cowboys fan that's sick of Dak Prescott. that is made. No, seriously.
No, you're right.
He's a realistic Cowboys fan that is sick of Dak Prescott and people like, I'm guessing, Dave. I don't know who he was talking to. Some guy named Dave. He's sick of this person making excuses for Dak because he's just dumpster juice as a quarterback. That's the comment that you made, and now you're representing someone in a suit against Dak in a case that would completely tear down everything that he's built as a man. Crazy, bro.
In the words of Future, it's an evil world we live in.
Where the drop at, Ray?
Hey, man, I wish I had that one ready. Instead of calling you Dak Attack, we'll call you Dak Protector right now, bro. Protector. Speaking of protection, we got to get some protection for our guy here. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. But I do have to give credit to Bobby Belt. This morning, he did say, "Hey, I wouldn't have done that."
100%. Bobby Belt was the only one.
He's like, "I would have done that."
His co-host didn't like it either.
Yeah,
they were like,
"Why?"
Y'all know whose voice that is.
Bobby Belt always been one of the real ones there, and he's cut from a different cloth from those boys. Yeah. He absolutely know football. they guess football, and that's just what it is.
Yeah.
But neither here.
That boy
nor
hate
there.
Dan Orlovsky. He cannot see it.
Orlowski. Yeah.
No, but respect to Bobby Belt because even under the pressure of your coworkers, pretty much trying to unite behind one of their other coworkers because Mike Basket's in the corner hiding.
Right.
He was still like, hey, even if we would have had both lawyers say they wanted to come on, I still wouldn't have wanted to do it.
Right.
So I appreciate that because this is not the free. We're in the middle of free agency.
Yeah.
Free agency.
We're in the middle of free agency.
It'll have been a different story if we were moving and grooving. We not even moving.
Or grooving.
Or grooving. We signed Trent Siege. Salute to my guy.
Let me pause right here, okay? Before we continue on this, I gotta say this, all right? And Cowboy content creators, Cowboys fans, Cowboys Twitter, I want you to listen to my words, okay? I gotta lean up forward for this too, okay?
Lean forward, just
Lean
a little
back
bit.
then. Lean back.
What is new about this offseason compared to others? It's the same. This is standard operating procedures. Oh, Cowboys ain't get this, ain't do that. Oh, I'm done with this team. I'm done with this. Bro, why are you acting surprised? This is not a surprise, guys. Like, for real. Let's be real here, okay?
Right.
All in. The closest thing this team has probably gone to all in was last year when they made trades for Gilly and Cooks. This team don't do trades and stuff like that. That was considered all in last year.
Right.
That was their all in. The Cowboys are not going to pay top dollar anymore. They're not. It's done. Quit thinking they're going to do that. They're not going to pay top dollar. And if they are going to pay top dollar, they're going to pay their own guys. And sometimes they overpay their own guys. They want you to take that injury discount. They're praying sometimes for their players to get injured, I think.
Right.
So, like, hey, y'all going to be loyal to us. You know what I'm saying? We're going to sign you while you hurt.
You know what it is? You know why everybody's upset, bro?
Why?
Why is that?
Because Jared didn't have to say we going all in.
No, he shouldn't have said that.
That's really all it is.
Yeah.
I think before Jerry made that comment, everybody kind of was pretty much had their expectations at the appropriate level. Everyone understood that we weren't about to go do anything crazy in free agency. I think everyone understood that. But when you have the owner come out, seemingly in response to everyone being emotional and upset about how we got disappointed in the playoffs.
Exactly.
And the owner's coming out as a way to kind of, placate the emotions coming from the fan base. And you say, we're going to go all in. You all you have to do is keep those two words out of it, bro.
Yeah.
You keep
And
those words
I think
out of
how
it.
everyone's reacting right now would have been completely different.
Yeah. And you gotta think here, you guys have to understand this organization's mindset, okay? They still think they're their luxury car that still holds its value several years down the road. They think people still want to come play for the Cowboys, which people do still want to come play for the Cowboys, but not at the Cowboys price. Oh, you want to come here? You know what I'm saying? They always try to spin it. You're going to make more money being a Cowboy, which is true.
Right.
Off the field, you're going to make way more money than any organization playing for the Cowboys. And they think people still live off that 90s. They're still living off their 90s aura. Okay?
I call it that 90s high, and that high is coming down.
From the White House.
Yeah, from the White House. But I get with what you're saying. Basically, most people are now looking at it and weighing out the options. They're sitting there saying that, they can see. They're not blind. They see that Mike Zim is on a 1-year contract. Yeah. They see that Mike McCarthy is on a 1-year contract. And they see
that's not
how
all in.
handle.
That is not all in. If it was all in, it would have been a coaching change.
Yeah.
They would have made a coaching change. I'm like, oh shit, they really are going all in. You know what?
Right.
Even though you had a great regular season, you haven't done it in the playoffs. Let's time to move on. Nope.
Right.
They gave him one more year. One more year. And I'm not trying to bash Mike McCarthy because I like Mike McCarthy. But still, if you're saying you want to go in, you got to go in. Jerry, I got a message for you, okay? This is the message.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
No, for real.
Right.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yesterday's price is not today's price, Jerry. The market is changing every day. Every time someone gets paid, the market resets itself. I thought you would have learned that lesson the first time with Dak, but apparently we don't learn. What they say, the hard head makes a soft behind.
It does. It absolutely
We
does.
about to learn.
It does.
Yeah.
We about to learn that real quick if they keep messing around.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, salute to Jane Slater. She reported that the two teams haven't even talked to each other. Dak team Todd France haven't spoken to Jerry Jones, and Jerry Jones haven't spoken to Todd France. But I know that they go off of the old ways of whoever pick up the phone first lose leverage.
Yeah.
Well, at this point,
You done lost it.
money.
Yeah.
You done already lost the leverage because you allowed that contract to get to the end of life. And yes, we do have the 2 voidable years of that contract, but in actuality, we need money to get more players. We sitting on $2.2 million. In order for us to get more and more money, we're going to have to either touch Trayvon Diggs' contract. We're going to either have to touch Terrence Steele contract or Donovan Wilson. We will have to stretch and pull other players out in order to get a few coins in order to move to get that one player.
Yeah.
But you can really make it easier if you go ahead and handle and take care of business. But according to Jane Slater, salute to her, she said that they may lean on not even having that conversation until August.
Which makes no sense.
It's just that's
That makes no sense. That makes
a long time.
and the thing is, Todd France is CD Lamb's agent too, isn't he?
Right.
really.
Oh, okay.
No. Is he? I can check.
We about to find out real
I don't
quick.
think he is. Is he?
But speaking,
Well, the Joneses, according to reports, haven't spoken to anyone.
Right.
So maybe
Haven't
they
spoken
are
to anyone's agent.
Maybe they are really on that yacht. You know what I'm saying?
Seriously.
Cruising.
Seriously, they probably on the
Yeah,
yacht for
they
real.
really are.
Hey, people been tracking it.
Fuck that
SS
yacht.
Eugenia. SS Eugenia.
fuck that damn yacht. Well, I ain't gonna lie, they had a great draft when they were drafted on the yacht. We got CD and Trayvon, so maybe I could still kind of like the yacht a little bit. But talking about this too, while you're looking at the
Tory Dandy.
Tory Dandy. Okay,
Tory Dandy.
So
CD
we
Lamb.
have $2.2 million. You said correct? We have a lot of holes to fill. You have to get a running back.
Right.
Okay, you don't have a starting tackle. You may not have a starting guard, depending on what you do. If you decide to move Tyler Smith back to left tackle, you need a
Right.
center. We need a middle interior defensive lineman, corner, because Gilly's a free agent. Probably safety as well too. All those holes you need to get filled on this team. You can't do that with $2 million. So somebody got to do something.
Well, they do have the possibilities of cutting Michael Gallup. That's been reported. They
already said he's out
they,
there.
they grant him permission to seek trade, but you know we seen the Cowboys. We circle back gang real hard. You know, they'll circle the block and say, okay, hey, we'll bring him back. You know, but I think that the sun done set on Michael Gallup. I don't think that there's any trade value, so he may be a post June 1 cut like we all can foresee.
So as of today, we've lost Biotish to the Commanders. We also lost who else? We lost to the Commanders.
Dorrance Armstrong. Fowler.
Fowler. But we knew those two. Yeah. We knew Fowler was going for sure. We've had other conversations.
True.
On other programs. Like I figured Fowler was
They
going to go.
reported J. Lou talking to him.
Who?
J. Lou.
Yeah,
Jordan Lewis talking to him.
Yeah, Jordan Lewis. Yeah, Jordan Lewis is doing it. So he's going to take some of his guys. That's what every coach does.
Right.
They try to get some of their guys. Which was surprising, you know.
Those wasn't even his guys.
Those weren't even his guys. But, I mean,
Those wasn't even his guys.
He taking everybody but J. Ron Curse, man. We still waiting on Curse, man. Hey, Curse, man, don't leave, Curse. Don't leave, Curse.
we need you, bro.
We need you,
Everybody.
Curse.
He said, I want
Please don't
coaches,
leave,
players.
man. Come on.
Man, we do that. So we lost that. Who else did we lose? I think that's all we lost.
I think it was 4 so far.
And it's bound to be more. There's a reason why when you work a
Tony Pollard too. I'm sorry to the Titans.
Yeah, Tony Pollard. But I'm talking about from the Commanders aspect and Dan Quinn. It's a reason why when you have a sales job, they don't give you 2-week notices when they finna fire you. And because they don't want you to go to the ops, right? Also, it's another reason why when you work in a certain position that there's a non-compete. And for the Cowboys to allow Dan Quinn not to be fired for one after that Packers game, and I'm not saying that he was the only reason, but we're saying that he didn't draw up a great game
Come on, man,
plan.
48 points.
Come on, 48
Come on
points. But what I'm saying is collectively, he was allowed to really, if he wanted to come back. And it's not like Washington really wanted him because they had their eyes set on Ben Johnson, right? So I just look at it like this. The Cowboys dropped the ball with this. Now we got the ops over there. They know all of our secrets. They know where the bodies are buried. They know what we are thinking about as far as the process and the procedure, even with the players and beyond. And for that to be in the house because the divisional foes, that is a extra layer of competition that's going to be harder. 100%. Not saying that the Washington team, we should be in fear of it. It's just the way everything just shook down to that point. Yeah. So the Cowboys, look, by us not moving at all, we're going to have to need some counter punches in this particular offseason.
100%.
You know, people don't realize, and we realize this.
Right.
The Cowboys don't get active until about almost the second week of free agency. That's when they get their grocery card out.
You can look up on Spot Rag whatever website you look up your free agent acquisitions on. You can actually go and look this up. Traditionally speaking, what Ray is saying is absolutely right, bro.
Right.
The Cowboys generally do not make any actual acquisitions until like that second week of free agency, going all the way back. I mean, I only look back until 2016 because I just want to see what they did with Dak on his rookie deal. Right. A lot of people feel like the best way to move forward is get a new rookie, get a new head coach, and we're going to build this back up. Mm-hmm. Hey, man, they didn't spend no money. When Dak was making $500K a year, they spent no money on free agents. None.
Right.
So this is what they do. This is par for course. Like I said, I think people are just feeling the sting a little bit more because the Joneses, they dangled that carrot out there. Jared dangled that carrot, baby. And he snatched that bug back, man. He took it with him on the yacht, actually. He didn't even snatch it back.
Was it commercial?
On the yacht.
Was it commercial? Oh, gotta be quicker than that.
Gotta be quicker than that.
That's it, literally Jerry. On top of that, and I know you was talking about the rookies year when Dak was getting paid peanuts, and then when all of a sudden Rico Gathers was making more money than Dak Prescott.
Oh man, Rico Gathers, man,
right hand to the man. You know what I'm saying?
Seriously.
But it goes all the way to the point when we had $90 million available to spend. Who did we win? Go get a Dontario Poe. You know what I'm saying? We went and got some.
Was that the Gerald McCoy?
Gerald McCoy got hurt first play.
I must say he didn't even play.
He didn't play.
No, he got hurt first play.
Yeah. He ended up being the coach on the team.
No, they cut him.
Yeah.
Remember, they cut him.
But they had an injury settlement that already had some clauses in there that they wouldn't have to. But that was a good storyline. So, it goes back to the Cowboys doing the things over and over again, expecting different results. What is that definition?
That's insanity.
Okay, all right. All right.
Let the choir say.
Amen.
So let's talk about, we've all talked about some of these losses already. Obviously, the biggest loss, I guess we could say the biggest loss is Tyron Smith.
Right.
But, even with that, you only get, 9, 10 games maybe?
I mean, he played 14 last.
He played pretty much.
I think they figured out what they need to do with Tyron Smith. To be quite honest, I think that formula with kind of getting him on a practice restriction, kind of NBA style.
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna sit you out, not really let you play. The load management NBA style. I think that is the formula for older players with injury histories, especially the position like left tackle. When you've been in that system for forever now, you know what you need to do on game day. Right. You don't have to go out there and practice, bro. You don't.
And I'm just curious what his market is going to be because this is day 3 of this legal tampering.
I think this Cowboys going to circle the block.
That's what I think. I really believe they could
circle the block back on the Cowboys too because
I don't think he really wants to go anywhere.
Well, I think other teams, they're not going to be able to make that concession for him.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to say, hey.
Except for the Commanders. That would be the only team I would be
even the Commanders
concerned about.
Tyron was able to not practice and stay healthy this year because of the familiarity with the system.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't do that going to a brand new team.
Yeah.
You have blocking schemes to learn. You have to gain synergy with your new offensive line. He will not be able to afford to go to a new team and not actually be able to participate in practice and put himself in harm's way like that.
There was a character that said, hey, no place like home, no place like home. So Tyron Smith, I think that he should retire as a Cowboy. I think that he should only play for the Cowboys. He should go down the Travis Frederick pathway there. If he do circle the block and they bring him back in, I think that he will always stay in shape.
Yeah.
Because veteran guys like Tyron, and I'm gonna knock on some wood, but there will be injuries this year. And a veteran piece like a Tyron, he's one phone call away. The dude played over 13 games last season. He only allowed 1 sack, and he only allowed 18 pressures. I've seen with my natural eyes a player on this team allow 18 pressures in one game.
Oh, man.
In one game.
Oh, man.
You know, so this dude.
We already know.
We're not talking about Chaz Green, are we?
No.
That infamous.
Was that against the Atlanta Falcons with the old boy that got like 8 sacks?
Yeah, what's his name?
Was that 2017?
No, I'm talking about last season.
Are you talking about Steele?
Yeah, still
Okay,
had a bag. He had allowed 8, and still my guy. You know, it took him a minute because he had to overcome that knee situation, and we knew that he had to, you know, a recovery year. But what I'm saying is, it's better to have than to have not. Mm-hmm. That's Tyron Smith. But I get it as far as what you said with continuity. We drafted Awesome Richards. We might want to see a little bit more from him. We drafted Tyler Smith to absolutely play left tackle. TJ Bass was pretty good when he was moved into sets or what have you. So that'd probably be a good situation. Put TJ Bass as guard. Brock Hoffman is going to be your center, and Zach Martin is going to be your right guard.
And people scoff at Brock, man. Brock played pretty well when he filled in for Biotis last year at the end of the season.
He did.
He played pretty well.
Brock, man, put us on your podcast,
hey,
man.
Brock.
Come on, podcast, Brock. Come on with it.
Man, I just had flashbacks. It was Adrian Claiborne, that Atlanta Falcons game. Chaz Green. Bro.
I think that was Tack McKinley involved in that.
Oh,
that
my
was
God.
Terrible, man.
It was Adrian Claiborne had 6 sacks in that game.
It was terrible, bro.
Garrett, like move this man. Like,
That was a nightmare.
In 2017, by the way.
I'm still having flashbacks.
Yeah.
Like, boy.
And that was part of the problem on the old regime, that them boys refused to make any adjustments. They didn't make any adjustments. So
what's hilarious is, wasn't this the first year that Dak had his full offensive line starting? People don't realize how long this dude has been playing with different holes and stuff on this team. This was the first time that all 5 of their actual starting offensive linemen were on the field at the same time.
Yeah, I know. What's the name is a little bit of time. Tyler Smith.
Since they drafted Tyler Smith, this was the first time that all their linemen were on the field, bro.
Because I know Tyler Smith missed a game or 2, right?
And Tyron been out all the time. He in and out all the time.
Yeah.
it took a minute this year because
Chuba Edoga, whatever his name was.
put Chuma in.
Yeah, I think it was like 3. I think it was like game 3 or 4 or something like that when we seen.
But they got cute in that Arizona game, and it cost them. That cost them.
Because they kept out, I think Tyron, and it was like 3.
Zach Martin.
Yeah, Zach Martin, Tyron,
I think Biotis.
And Biotis, I think, were all out.
They got cute, and what did it do? It bit him in the butt, and that cost us seeding in the playoffs trying to be cute. But also, too, I think a little bit of it, too, was, Tyron was on that deal where you get paid to play.
Incentive based.
They're like, we don't need you this game. We don't hold you out. I'm pretty sure Tyron like, I ain't forgot about that.
What people are not quantifying, and I get what you're saying, and I'm going to get my casual people to say these are just excuses. But we had Jeff Blasco, who missed a chunk of the offseason due to, loss of a family member or what have you. So he wasn't even there as the new run game coordinator. Mike Solari was his first time back with the Cowboys, coaching up the offensive line.
Yeah.
And then you had Tony Pollard with a unique situation, first time ever with the bulk of the carries. Rico, for some strange reason, was healthy. He was hurt guy for many of years. So you had all of that stuff. And then Mike McCarthy, first time calling plays since 2000, and I believe 19 or 18 or something like that. 2018.
Yeah.
So that's a long time of him all of a sudden starting to call plays, and that's what we see for the first, 4 or 5 weeks of the NFL season. Stallments of stale plays in the red zone that what everybody was talking about. And then after week 6 or 7, the Cowboys became top 5 or top 6 in red zone efficiency because they started to pick up the system and the philosophy of what Mike McCarthy tried to dial up. So what I'm thinking here is, I'm going to ask you two right now, regardless of what the Cowboys do with Dak Prescott contract, do you think that he's going to play worse than what he played at last year, or he's going to play at the same or better?
I think it's going to be better.
I think it's going to be better.
I think it's going to be better, and it's going to be more impressive.
Yeah.
So can you hit that button again, yesterday's price?
It's not today's price.
Yeah. You Cowboys, y'all better get with it.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Because this ain't 2017 no more, Law.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
This ain't Dak coming into his first year as the real starter.
Yeah.
Right.
As the expected starter, and him having to deal with a depleted wide receiver room.
Talk to him.
This ain't 2017. This is
Right.
2024.
Try to give him Allen
Coming off of a
Hearns as his
second MVP voting year,
Yeah.
an All-Pro year. You have guys like Aaron Rodgers and some of the best of all time telling you that they
Right.
see that this dude has a grasp of the game that
Facts.
a lot of quarterbacks don't ever get to.
Man, talk to
Once
him.
you get to a point where you understand what you're looking at and them X's and O's start popping up on the field and you kind of see in the matrix out there.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what Dak is at right now. He's in the matrix right now.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's going to look even more impressive next year because he's doing it with less help.
Let's jump on that then. Let's talk about some of the positive things on his team. I know that CeeDee Lamb had an unbelievable year last year.
2,000 receiving yards.
Yeah, he should have.
And it didn't start it until week 6.
Yeah.
His run didn't start to week 6. So now whatever they do with CeeDee Lamb contract, they need to hurry up and do that because let me hit that button one more time.
You need it one more time?
Yeah.
Let me get it for you. What does it say?
Yeah.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
So you're going to have a better version of CeeDee Lamb. You're going to have even, in hopes, a better version of another guy that a lot of people have been sleeping on, Jalen Tolbert, because he's going to be thrusted into a more situational plan. And then you have Brandon Cooks.
Iceberg Ferg.
Yeah, Ferg.
Iceberg.
Oh,
Ferg.
my goodness. They fail to realize that technically Ferg, that was his first year last year.
Come on, man.
His rookie year, he didn't get a lot of snaps.
Damn near a red shirt.
Yeah. So now you finna have even more of a better year from Fergs. So our biggest impediment would be, all right, who gonna be our running back? Well, that can change just like this when we go over draft talk. But what I'm saying is collectively, some of your core pieces, they might end up cooking.
I think.
Even more.
I'm expecting CD 2000, bro.
Woo!
CD 2K. Let's
Y'all
go.
heard it here
CD
first.
2K.
CD 2K. I'm expecting it, bro.
Yeah.
And shout out
Serious.
again, Jay Ferg.
Oh my God.
He ain't like another tight end that's afraid of being in the zoo.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Ferg
my
out here in the
goodness,
jungle.
man. Oh,
Ferg out in the
my
jungle.
I've seen he posted after all that stuff popped
yeah.
off. It was like, it's a privilege. It's
a privilege.
Not a right. Hey,
right.
I love Jake Ferguson, man. I love that dude, bro. I like his mentality. I think if we can get 10 more dudes that think like him on that offense, we'd be in good shape.
Yeah. It's that desire, the determination. Because like I think we've had this conversation. At one point, I thought Pendershot was going to leap Jake Ferguson at one point, but then Ferg just like, nah, dog, this is me.
Yeah. And I'm
That's
saying
all me for real.
John Stevens, man. I know
That's my guy.
all snapped up,
Right. Yeah.
but don't sleep on him.
Right.
If he can come back in any capacity,
Right.
he will push the Schoonmakers and Hendershot as well. So he will push all of those.
See, I could see John Stevens and Ferg having what they thought they were going to get from Martellus Bennett and Jason Witten. They didn't
Okay.
quite work out. That two tight ends.
I could 100% see something like that.
I could see something like that.
You know where you can see that from? Because Mike McCarthy, everywhere he's been, he had that dynamic tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Mike McCarthy, believe it or not, played tight end way back in the day. He knows that spot. He knows that role. He knows what to get the most out of it, is what I'm saying. Not saying that Mike McCarthy is running any wide option routes as a tight end now.
All right, so let's talk about some of these available free agents.
Okay.
That are still. What, we got something for me?
I like the position. He just brought up running back.
Okay.
And it's getting reported. And I know a lot of people going to be like, oh, man. But A.J. Dillon. A.J. Dillon is very, very interesting to me. And I know people are looking at the
3.4
box
yards.
scores.
Yeah.
I know.
per tote.
He's not going to be here to put up stats.
Right.
He's going to be here to bruise up the opposing defense. That's why he's going to be here. The most frustrating thing to watch last year, watching that running back room of Tony Pollard, Rico Dowdle, nothing against you, Rico. I know you was on Twitter like, hey, what I do? and Deuce Vaughn was them falling backwards every time someone breathed on them.
Okay.
So let's talk.
Like paperweights. A.J. Dillon's going. He's a sledgehammer. You need a sledgehammer back.
Yeah,
No matter who you
yeah.
bring in, it got to be a sledgehammer, bro.
So let's talk about some of these couple of names that are on the free agent market as far as running backs.
Okay.
We have A.J. Dillon that you just mentioned. What about this name? Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Don't he have an injury history?
And I don't know about him. Yeah,
I don't know about Clyde, man.
Who's the next available option?
J.K. Dobbins.
Okay, all right.
Those are they have right now the top 3 that the Cowboys probably.
I like J.K.
That's a work ethic guy, man.
Yeah.
Gritty work ethic guy. I like that.
Okay, so let's talk about some of these tackles because we know we have a hole of tackle potentially. Okay, coming back to Tyron Smith, is that an option?
I think that if you're going to try to sign a left tackle in free agency, what sense does it make to go outside the building?
Exactly. Thank you, my brother.
That's all I'm saying. Because he was an All-Pro last year, wasn't he? Wasn't Tyron Smith an All-Pro last year?
I think
he did.
it was. I know it was. Yeah.
He made second team All-Pro.
He made some one of those things.
Yeah, Tyron Smith had an amazing year last year.
He had an amazing year. It was one of his better years. And, the war of attrition with him, I get it. But, man, we figure out the code, and now we want to get rid of him. We crack the code. All right, now you just ship them all.
Hey, that's getting all the cheat codes on GTA and trading the game in the next day.
I wonder if that would have worked for Sean Lee back in the days. Like, look,
seriously,
Lee, you just don't practice, bro.
man.
Just play. Yeah, play.
Just play the game.
Go out there and hit people on Sunday.
All right, here's another tackle name that has a tie to Mike McCarthy.
David Bakhtiari.
Yep, that's exactly where I was going.
Yeah. If you look up his stats, man, he's been hurt more than Tyron.
Yeah.
Now, maybe they bring in the Tyron program to him, and maybe that can work. But his last good year was 2018 or 19, if I'm not.
I see him going to the Jets to go be with his boy. That's what I personally think.
Hey, that hurt. He considered retiring too. Aaron Rodgers.
Nah, he said he wanted to play for like 4 more years. I thought I heard him say
I thought he said he
that.
wanted to play till 40.
Okay, I thought
he said he wanted to play 3 or 4 more.
I heard he was running for vice president.
Here's another name too. I think he's kind of from this area too. Mekhi Becton.
Okay.
There's some tackle options. All right.
Okay.
So
How old is he?
Oh, he's only been in the league like maybe 4 years, if that.
Not a good sign if he only been in the league 4 years.
4 or 5 years.
Second contract
that's that
from his
big
Yeah, he got
team.
11th overall, 2020.
Was that big boy that ran real fast?
I think so. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But it really didn't work out for him
Why
with the
he
Jets.
didn't get a second contract?
You said something right there.
But the price is always right. You know how the Jones family rolls.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about we need to get some help in that interior defensive line, all right?
Okay.
Here's some names. DJ Reader.
Come on with
I like it.
Okay. Would the Cowboys want to pick up maybe a Eric Armstead? Or is that going to be out their
He's going
price?
to be out of their price range because that was the reason he left San Francisco. They were trying to negotiate a pay cut and he wasn't trying to take one.
Well, now they're still going to be on the books for him, right? At some point, because a lot of times Cowboys like to get those guys. All right, you already get paid from another team. You could take a discount on this deal since you're going to still be getting that money.
I don't know how his dead cap situation. I don't know how his dead cap or anything like that would work. I really don't. Okay. But I know that he want money. He wants money. He's not a discount player. He want money. And I just don't see Steven doing none of that right now.
Nope. What about this guy, Sheldon Rankins?
I like Sheldon Rankins. That's a veteran, nice, solid dude who's been consistent for the most part over his career. I like Sheldon Rankins. I don't think he's going to be like a game changer or anything that's going to just change the game for the Cowboys.
We got to get somebody to clog up that could take over those 2 blocks.
Boys, man.
Yeah, we need fat boys.
We need big backs back there, bro.
Remember, I don't know, what was Zimmer? Did he have the 2 Williams brothers? Mm-hmm. Was he the coach there when they had the Williams brothers? Yeah, he's always
always one of his 2 big fat boys, bro.
Them 2 boys just go, okay, we go eat up these double teams.
Do we still have Osa? Osa's
yeah.
on the roster still, right? So
this is gonna be his. This is his 4th year, I think, going into it.
I think this is his contract.
This is his contract year, so I think he's gonna ball. Oh man, we got a bunch of contracts coming up next year. That's why everybody keeps talking about 2025. I don't know if y'all see people like on Twitter and all other social media talking about, the Cowboys are worried about 2025.
Yeah.
That's cool. But today, we need you worried about today.
Now, seriously, I don't understand the idea of, I'm looking towards 2025 already. Bro, at what point are you going to live in the moment and actually try to get some results out of your team? You can't consistently, bro. It seems like they've been looking forward to 2025 since 2017.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
I really don't understand it, bro. I don't understand the Jones' thought process. I don't understand the way that they like to go about approaching things and then expect that something different is going to happen. Mm-hmm. I just don't get it.
It's just very poor cap management. They say they're like, we got to, we reserve the cap, but they don't. I don't understand how they manage that cap.
Hey, man, Y'all seen that stuff floating around about Adam Pressfica, the director of the salary cap. That man was a trainer and server at Marketplace Grill before he started working with the Cowboys.
No way, for real.
I thought Ty Williams.
Yeah.
I thought Ty Williams was still the guy that handled the cap.
Hey man, Adam Pressfica is the one that's just listed up there for them. The director of player personnel and salary cap.
Man, they got to get some guys in there that know what they're doing.
I think he took over in 2022.
Man, it's crazy.
Yeah, because I remember Ty Williams was there for like a long time.
Yeah, he took over in 2022. It was recent.
Okay, let's talk about some of these linebackers they said that are still available as of now. Bobby Wagner.
Hey
man, I got personal grudge against him. So.
I would wanted him 2 years ago, even last year to a degree. Now, if it's him versus Marquise Bell playing linebacker, bring me Bobby. But at the end of the day, shout out to my guy Marquise, man. But
we just want you at safety, bro.
We just want
you back
you
in your
safety,
natural
dog.
position, bro.
Or you could play that big nickel role and
just back in your natural spot, bro.
Take away what J. Ron Curse was doing.
Play to your strengths.
But at the end of the day, I like Bobby. I hate that Eric Kendricks has gone to the hatred 49ers there. And that means that we're not moving fast enough or swift enough.
Yeah.
And we're relying 1,000% on this draft, which could be.
That's the thing that shocked me, man. There was a lot of guys that people earmarked. There were Zimmer guys,
right? Yeah.
That we just. I just knew it was guaranteed. Like, okay, they're not going to have a lot of demand on the market.
Yo.
Now, Daniil Hunter was the one I was going to be like, all right, the Cowboys going to have to spend some money to get him.
But you saw that contract they gave him?
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
All guaranteed for 2 years, like 48 or something like that.
Yeah, they spent some bread on. So that was he was gonna always be out of the situation. But I thought Zim was gonna get somebody, bro. I thought he was gonna bring one.
That's what I thought. I for sure thought he was gonna get one of those guys. But here's some more linebacker names. Here's one that really intrigues me. But I heard he had some issues maybe in the locker room. That's Devin White.
Okay.
They were saying he's kind of a me player. You know, they told him like, hey, they said they were gonna not start him one game. He's like, well, if you're not gonna start me, I don't even want to play.
Okay.
Situation. I don't know. Maybe he needs a new scenery.
I was saying it could be new scenery, but
Zim ain't gonna put up with nothing like that.
Yeah. Zim
will call it that dog, as they say. You know, one of your old Mississippi sayings there.
Yeah. He'd be able to bend that a little bit. I think that Todd, right, is the coach over there. What's the name of the coach?
Boyles.
Todd Boyles, right?
Yeah, I think it's Boyles out there.
Is he a
Todd Bowles?
Yeah, he's a branch of Zim, is he? Y'all help me out. Somebody will do the research. I think he is a branch. I think they have the same or similar coaching philosophy. But I think Zim will put his foot, where it needs to be.
I think you think about Leslie Frazier. I think Frazier came from that Zim
tree. Because
I think Frazier
had
was
to cross paths because I think Todd was here when Zim was here.
Yep.
Yeah, they was both here.
I'm looking at it right now. Yep.
Yeah. So they gonna run some of the same principles and concepts, but I don't know if the accountability and the responsibility would be the same. But yeah, I would take him for a cup of coffee. I get it. Yeah, he have bad name out over there in Tampa, but like you said, a change of scenery will help him out.
Yep. Jerome Baker's another guy that's still out there.
I like Baker's. He had about 3 or 4 sacks last season from that linebacker spot. I think that we just need anybody that you throw out is better than these safeties playing damn linebacker.
He ain't lying.
No.
He ain't lying.
Oh, man.
And speaking of safeties, there's a lot of this safety class is loaded.
Hey,
out there.
I can't believe Justice Simmons.
Exactly. I'm about to say, ain't nobody signed Justice Simmons yet.
Come on down.
I can't believe Justice Simmons haven't signed. Hey, you just talked about J. Ron still being here. Hey, Dan.
Come get your boy.
Luggage.
Come get your mans.
Your man over
Get
here.
your mans over here, man.
Yeah, he's phenomenal, man.
Teach him how to squabble. But let's go through his Cameron Curl. You got Justice Simmons, Julian Blackman. I don't know if say great, but Jamal Adams. Jordan Fuller.
I'm out on Jamal Adams.
all of the safety boys.
Micah Hyatt. That's a good name.
I like Micah. Hyatt. He's
Eddie Jackson too.
Eddie had some injury situations, but I would say this though. I like what Hooker brings to the table. I absolutely like Wanye to get a shake at it, and then we do have Donovan the hitman. So
Wanye played very well.
Yeah.
Year, man.
But what I would like to do with this safety room is to dance around after the draft. I think that would be more intriguing. If we can't get a premium guy like Justin, I will wait till after the draft.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm with that too.
Then also, we have that corner position still open.
We got Trayvon, Deron, Stephon Gilmore is a free agent. Then we got to bring back Gilly, or we got to bring back either Gilly or J. Lou.
Yeah, but here's some names: Kendall Fuller, Stephon Gilmore, of course, Xavier Howard, Dory Jackson, Tre'Davious White.
He may be a guy.
Tre'Davious White is interesting.
Kristen Fulton, Vontae Maddox, and Witherspoon. Was it Akilo Witherspoon?
He did pretty good last year for the Rams. Passer rating went target. He had one of those lowest ones out there. I would take a flyer at him. But I want Israel McCollum. Yeah. I want him to get a fair shake at this. Not saying that we shouldn't look at those guys that you just mentioned, but it's time to see what those boys can do.
That's what I'm saying. People going to hate that approach, man. People are going to hate that we like our guys' approach.
Right.
But you got to see what you got at some point.
One of the things that Dan Quinn uttered on his presser with the Commanders, he said that he came back for the players, the guys that wanted to see him back. Well, what if I told you guys that, not everybody was fond of him, right? Mm-hmm. And I know Dan Quinn, 12-5 since he's been here with the Cowboys, but it showed. He played only his favorites. So we didn't get a chance to see the other guys that could have made an impact.
That's an excellent point.
And it hurt them. They took off a whole year. Because we knew, man, we saw J-Ron play, and we were like, hey, let J-Ron cook, man.
Bro,
but he had
that
to
is
say,
an excellent point.
I got to put curse out there.
I have not seen or heard anybody really talk about that enough, Law. That's an excellent point that you brought up. Is that he did say specifically in his press conference, I came back for the players.
Right.
Come on, man. Really put that into perspective and think about it. Yeah. If you're coming back for the play, you're not coming back for all the players.
No, all of them.
You're coming back for specific people that you really built a bond with. You're not, bro, at that point, your job is compromised because now you're not looking at the team with objective glasses, bro.
That's why certain people should have been playing in certain situations.
Yeah.
There you go.
At time, okay.
That's why you hear Micah say, I can't control what packages are called.
I can't control. And that's why Wanye is on the sideline. We getting fucking J-Ron getting burnt the fuck Chris over here.
and as crazy as it sounds, that's why you drafted a guy in the second round by the name of Sam Williams, and he don't get he don't get playtime because you.
I don't even want to talk about the second round of this team.
And he posted the let the dog out meme halfway through the season. Hey, unleash the dog, man.
Oh, we talking too much over here.
Come on, man.
Come on with it, man.
Right, I don't want to talk about second round picks with this team.
You know what?
Right.
If we sit here and talk about these young dudes, bro, y'all starting to make me not feel bad about this free agency.
Yeah. I mean, there's guys on this roster.
Make me not feel bad.
Sam Williams has no choice but to step up because why? Doris Armstrong is gone.
Right.
Who's your other starting
I think Sam is going to give you more production anyways.
Yeah. So he's that's probably going to be your everyday starting DN unless something happens here, which Jane Slater said she's like I have a reason to believe Cowboys working on something.
Yeah.
Don't lose hope, fans. So we'll see what that is.
Come on, Jane. Don't be playing with me like
that. She plugged all the way in.
Salute
to Jane. And think this. She only gonna talk about football stuff. Oops.
Yeah.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
I think that's what I need to be looking.
Boss Cowboy talking about 105.3 The Fan.
Shout out Boss Cowboys.
Shout out Boss Cowboy. Yeah. But yeah, man, those are some available free agents right now. Mm-hmm. I know, we're looking ahead to the draft as well, which we got that information dropping for y'all. Mm-hmm. Stay tuned for this draft party and this draft broadcast. Stay tuned with that. But we've all done mock drafts here as of today. Going into like what this roster is customly, has constructed right now, based off the holes. So let's start off with my guy Dak Attack. Let's talk about this mock you did.
All right. So at 24, I know y'all ain't gonna like this, man. But I promise the rest of it is great. We got Tyler Guyton, Oklahoma offensive tackle. At 56, we got Cooper Beebe, inside offensive lineman. 87, Trey Benson. 174, Trevon Wallace, linebacker, Kentucky. 216, Keith Randolph Jr., D lineman, Illinois. 2 233, Zion Tupaloa for Tuli.
Okay.
Edge from Washington.
Right.
244, Malik Mustafa, safety from Wake Forest.
Okay.
Man.
They gave me an A, man.
Okay.
They gave me an A.
That boy got an A, man. You got some guys, some heavy hitters. So, with the 24th pick, the Cowboys select Jackson Powers. That's the
I like that
interior
pick.
situation. I'm always building from the core out. So this will help run game, and this will also help Dak Prescott being able to climb the pocket, go through his progressions. I don't think that he had a pocket climbable last year because somebody was getting thrown around. So imagine Dak Prescott now that can climb the pocket.
Yeah.
All right. So we did a trade back a little bit. Instead of the 56 pick, we picking with the 58 pick, and we picked Trevondre Sweat. In the second round, I think people are jumping out of their seats because now we got a big boy that gobbles up. Last year, Mozzie, when he was drafted, he said he didn't like football. He said he liked hitting people. That's a problem. I want somebody who loves football. I want somebody who really only wants to be in this sport to play and grow, and that's what Sweat will bring. And then you can still grow Mozzie if he's growable at this point.
I didn't like that comment either.
Yeah.
It sounds good though.
It's a great sound bite.
He's slinging weight around.
Yeah.
We sitting like, God damn, look at that boy moving that weight. And then when it got down to the football stuff, he was
He
like,
might as well say, I'm out there to play have fun, man.
Yeah,
I just want to
have
go out there
fun.
and get physical.
And things can change. He's a young guy, so I ain't gonna bury him.
Yeah.
All right. So the next pick is the 88. It's another trade back a little bit. And I know this is fictitious, but we get Braylon Allen. Appreciate him. Big boy, big running back. So we need that. A Wisconsin back, so we know how that goes. And now we got running back with a purpose. If we steal in free agency, get a A.J. Dillon mixed in with this, as well as Deuce Vaughn, what he can do for us, and Malik Davis, then and Snoop Connor. Let's not forget about that guy. So now I ain't talking about dog. We got a Snoop on the team. So hopefully they'll bring in tenacity, right? And now with the 127th pick is another trade situation. We traded back. We got the move and groove or what have you. I got Junior Carlson. A lot of people don't like Michigan guys.
I'm scared of it.
But it's not an early pick. This is a later pick.
Right.
So let's go ahead and get a linebacker that's a linebacker, not a safety, right? All right. And then we was talking about earlier with this situation, we were talking about safeties in general. Well, this is a fun player to look up. Kenny Logan Jr. We went and drafted him. That's a good situation for us. Look up his tapes and everything from Kansas. You will enjoy it, I guarantee. All right, and then I got William Putnam. That's the another center, double dipping in that. He could be a guard or center, so that's your interior. Keep in mind, my guy Zach Martin is not a spring chicken, so we're gonna have to start planning now so we can be prepared for the future. Since we build through the draft, and then I got Isaiah Williams with the 213th pick of a wide receiver from Illinois, and then with the 242th pick, we got Omar and them, the linebacker from LSU. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
Question for you. Do you think TJ Bass is going to be a left guard at some point, or is he going to be the future right guard when Zach Martin's all done?
I think he's your swing guard ultimately for right now. We got a hole on his team at guard spot if, in the event, your all-pro guard moves to tackle, which is Tyler Smith. So I think TJ Bass, he played with Jackson Powers, I believe, in college together. Regardless, he would know the flow if we draft Powers.
Okay. So are we unanimous with thinking that the first round pick is going to be offensive lineman?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Hey, Cowboys, I think you put me on. Cowboys draft well when it's the offensive line in the early rounds.
Yeah, early round, if you really pay attention, I'm trying to think, what offensive lineman did we really miss on the last offensive lineman we really missed?
Early round? Could be Zach Martin, Travis Frederick were hits. Tyron was a hit. I mean...
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Second round, Connor Williams wasn't bad. He was serviceable. I mean, he wasn't terrible.
He's still in the league.
Yeah. Connor McGovern, what was he, a second or third round pick too?
Man, he was kind of mid. Connor McGovern.
Biotis was a fourth round pick. You know, he was a starter, but you know we had lost Frederick, so we I mean,
They get the most out of their linemen now. That's something we can say about the Cowboys. Their linemen usually don't disappoint unless they got one leg. Terrence Steele.
Yeah. Or half of a shoulder, and you know you had shoulder issues before you draft him. And
Seriously.
that was the pick that we traded for Amari Cooper, and his name is Matt. Well, let's go, man. Come on, man.
Come on now.
Hey, come on, man. Matt, well, let's go. Hey, you gonna have to step it up. And the other guy, Joshua Ball. Come
Ball.
on, man. Come on, man. And come on. Them two brothers right there, they need to. Is Josh Ball still on this team?
yeah.
Josh, come on,
Because
man.
remember they had to make a move. It was something they had to do like some gymnastics, roster gymnastics. You know, sitting someone down and bring someone up. Josh Ball. No, we had to cut somebody.
Right.
Was it Evans? Remember the linebacker Evans we brought in for a cup? We cut him because we needed a backup offensive lineman.
Evans.
And look up the depth charts. Do we have Billy Price still here too? He was the older guy that we kind of picked up midway through the season. Billy Price.
I'm kind of stalling right now, y'all, because I did a mock draft earlier and I don't think I saved it. So
That's okay.
So here's one I just did here on the fly. All right, at 24. Jackson Powers Johnson.
Come on with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a couple of people on the board right there. We had who was still on the board? We had Morgan at the board from Arizona was still there.
Pretty good,
Also,
too.
I think Murphy, the interior defensive lineman, or the lineman from Texas, he was still there. But I was like, this team needs a center as of now. So I took him. Second round pick, 56, Edgerrin Cooper
Gig 'em. Let's go.
at A&M.
That's my guy.
Another Texas school in the third round, running back Jonathan Brooks. You had him and Trey Sermon. They was still on the board. I was like, you know, higher value
Hold
with
on.
Jonathan
There's
Brooks.
Jonathan Brooks
There's
injury?
another Trey Sermon out there. You said Trey Sermon?
Yeah, or Trey. I'm sorry, the guy from Florida State,
Oh, Trey Benson.
Trey Benson. I'm sorry.
I was thinking Trey Sermon was a guy, many moons ago that was drafted.
Wasn't that last year? Or was that last year?
Now, Trey Sermon been in the league for a minute now. He bounced around teams.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But no, I give it what you're saying. There are reports that Jonathan Brooks is a guy that the Cowboys really like, and their team doctors were able to perform the procedure on his leg or what have you. So if anything, instead of a third round draft pick for him, he might be the second round draft.
Oh no.
You know our injuries. That is an injury round for the Cowboys. That's our injury round.
Risk round right there, man.
That's a dope draft so
Okay,
far. Keep going.
174, Justin Edebuki. I guess that's how you say that shit. I don't know.
hell.
Sorry. Defensive lineman at Alabama.
Hey, I just say Justin and Neum, Justin and Neum.
And number 216, cornerback from Auburn, Nehemiah Pritchett. After that, 233, Age Brennan Jackson out of Washington State. 244, Jordan Whittington, receiver out of Texas.
Okay.
So, and I got an A+ for this.
All right.
Yeah, I pat myself on the back.
We all got A's, man. We just hope that the Cowboys,
Generous
man.
teachers.
Yeah. We
Generous
just hope
teachers.
the Cowboys follow suit with one of us three.
So let's kind of let's just plan our board out right now, okay?
Okay.
And we're gonna wrap up here shortly. Here, if these particular players are on the board at 24, okay, my guy Troy Fontanu from Washington, all right,
Right.
he's on the board. Jordan Morgan from Arizona. Powers is on the board. Who else? Guyton. I don't think that's the name I've been hearing. One of the linebackers, was it Peyton Wilson?
Peyton Wilson probably the only one.
Which direction the Cowboys gonna go?
My thing is offensive tackles make better guards when they coming from the college. I will always, Zach Martin played tackle when he was in college. So I look at that crazy philosophy and principle there because we all know that these players are athletic, but they're going to get bigger, they're going to get stronger, and they're going to lose some things. So I just look at it from that principle. But Jackson Powers, I like him. I like the Morgan kid as well. But if you set your guys there, then, hey, let's go get them.
Yeah.
Troy.
Yeah. I'm
So we off the receivers? Everybody off the receiver picks now?
not in the first round.
I mean,
Unless they do something amazing in this free agency with this offensive line right now, I think you get some. I think this is a deep receiver class.
It's a deep receiver class.
You can get some good receivers in the later rounds, but somehow or another, we got to pick up some more picks. If we're not gonna, as of now, like I said, as this is recording, we ain't done much in free agency. If we don't fill those holes via free agency, we gotta somehow fill them during the draft. Right. And we ain't got a lot of picks. Our cupboard's a little bit dry.
No, right.
Stay out of a fourth and a fifth.
And we letting people know this video is shot on March the 13th. Things can change, and we hope that they do change for the good. The Cowboys, like you said, the tendency's been, hey, sit on your hands, wait for the second or third week of free agency, and then when the draft come, you draft. And then here's what I always love about the draft too. Whoever makes draft, 9 times out of 10, they do get rid of some of their veteran guys because they look at it and say, I got a new guy to replace you, and then there'll be some veteran cuts. And now if we have the money, we should be able to dance around. So hopefully after the draft, we will have the ability to bring that 1 or 2 veteran in to change some things around for this team.
Man, it's so much that, like I said, there's so many holes to fill, all right?
We got holes in different area.
Way too many holes.
Way too many holes.
But do you see this team, though, Ray, and Dak Attack? Do you see this team a playoff kind of caliber?
Yes.
Before we move on, before we get to that, I want to say this real quick. Mm-hmm. This team has always prided itself on how well they draft, okay? Last year was an ass draft. I'm sorry. The draft was ass.
He ain't lying.
It was ass. I'm sorry. It was. It's not trying to be rude.
It's a redemption year.
You gotta hit a home run this year. You have to, because that last year's draft can set you back. Right. Especially with all these contracts coming up.
We're talking about 2 of those drafts back to back.
You cannot. You absolutely cannot. You can't be taking risk in the second round. I'm sorry. You can't. You don't need to be taking another tight end in the second round that barely contribute. Don't get me started on that. Let's take a look.
Hold on, before you go into that, our last year draft, the undrafted was our biggest surprise. Brandon Aubrey.
Yeah.
John Steven, if he was able to play this year,
TJ Bass. To
a capacity. So our undrafted outshined the drafted folks, and everybody was leaning on Overshawn. So if we can give him some good knees and stuff, hopefully he'll be able to get out there, man.
He's got to play with outside linebacker, right? You think he's not going to be Mike? You don't think?
Oh my goodness! If you look at his size and everything, he's not a big guy to play that Mike. But we've seen smaller guys like the Fred Warners of the world.
Devin White too is not all that big of a guy.
With that skill set to cover hook to flat, to be able to cover the deeper thirds as well in a pinch, I think that Overshawn can give you that. But I'm not sleeping on the kid because he can also give you edge stuff. They played him down there at Hook'ems at Texan Long.
And safety
a little bit too. Overshawn is going to be a dog.
He's an all-around weapon.
I'm not going to lie. I think he's going to be a dog.
Agent Zero. Give him 0.
Give him 0.
Get him out of that 35. That's what happened.
Real quick, before you talk about this being a playoff team, but before that, let's talk about that draft one more time from last year.
Yeah.
Mozzie Smith first round, no production.
All right. Schoolmaker.
Oh, my God. He was a Michigan guy, too. God damn, man.
Exactly. I told you.
Oh, man, yeah.
They're from the Michigan
Schoolmaker. Third round, Overshawn. Injury, unfortunately.
All right.
4th round pick. Did we trade that for? No, this year we traded for Trey Lance.
Junior.
What did he do?
I mean.
Nothing. Exactly.
Hold on, though. Hold on. Remember, Dan Quinn said he came back for his favorites. How you going to get Fehoko on the field?
Yeah.
When you got that favoritism going on. And I get it, for Hoko, he needed some doggone red shirt stuff because he was getting bullied around. He's a tweener guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a real tweener guy.
Then after that, we had, what was the receiver? What's our other guy? Other Jalen, right?
Jalen Brooks was on the latter end of it, but we had Awesome Richards.
What was the other corner we drafted?
Eric Scott.
He
looked phenomenal, man. Offseason and all the way up to that preseason game when he played against JSM. Seattle Seahawks scorched them, and I think that really hurt him.
Yeah.
I like Eric Scott. Yeah. He one of my Mississippi boys, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, man.
But that was that entire draft. Are we missing anybody from that draft class? But
Deuce.
Oh yeah,
That Deuce lose, man.
Deuce.
Yeah, that was a mid draft, brother.
It was
That
it was horrible.
That was a real good feel good story.
So now maybe in 2 years we could go back and reevaluate that draft depending on what Mozzie does and some of those other guys. But right now
Mozzie gonna have to become an all pro or something.
to redeem that draft. It was horrible, but I mean, like I said, this team knocks it out the park normally. And we got to give Will McClay. I think that's Will McClay. He came in here and I think he helped change the culture far as scouting. You know, they say, scouting 365, player personnel, 365, and, making this team better, 365. Okay. But let's go ahead. You said talk about playoffs.
Oh, I was just going to say, man, do you foresee us being a playoff kind of caliber team?
For sure. Because as of now, the division, they've made some moves, but none of them doesn't move the needle for me.
Yeah. It's not like you never seen Saquon Barkley before.
Two of the teams in our division don't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
As of right now, at least.
Yeah.
One of them is more than likely going to have a rookie at quarterback.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not afraid of Saquon.
No.
At all.
No. You can't even see on the field half the time.
I'm definitely not afraid of Boy Wonder, Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
Definitely not afraid of that. So, yes, I do think we're going to still probably be first or second in the division. At worst, a wild card spot. Not the last wild card either. I think at worst a wild card spot, though.
Yeah.
But I 100% still think it's a playoff team, bro. You still got a top 4 or 5 quarterback. You still got top 4 or 5 quarterback. You still have the offense coming off of what were they, number 1 last season?
Yeah.
Number 1 or 2 offense. I mean, we losing some offensive linemen, bro, but we're going to get better in running back.
And I'm not putting the pressure cooker on you. You said top 4 or 5 quarterback.
Yeah, come on.
Name the 3 that's ahead of him.
Patrick Mahomes.
Of course.
That's AFC. Keep going. You see what I'm going with it?
Okay.
Yeah, I see where you're going.
Go ahead.
I say Patrick Mahomes 100% is ahead of him.
Okay.
I would say a healthy Joe Burrow.
Okay.
AFC again.
And out of respect of 2 MVPs, I'm going to just put Lamar there.
AFC. So technically, you got the best quarterback in the NFC.
100%.
Yeah.
So,
in my opinion.
So basically, and it could go off a total body of work and resume outside of Matt Stafford in the NFC. And of course, people gonna always throw up Kirk Cousins or what have you. But head-to-head matchup, and as well as what he do with teams, you really not getting anything with that. So I look at Dak Prescott with the ability to be on this team, to be in the second year of Mike McCarthy calling these plays, instead of waiting for week 6 to get CD going. Now you getting CD going week 1, week 2. That can change the whole complexity of this team. And now you already know what you got with Jake Ferguson.
Yeah.
That's scalable. Our biggest impediment was running the ball last year. We fixed that. Woo!
And remember, the team's goal was to come out and run the ball.
Yeah.
Last year, they came in with the thought process that running the ball was going to be the way that this team's offense was run.
Yeah.
And based off what you just said, you know who all that helps, in my opinion? Brandon Cooks get open more.
Oh, yeah.
If CD would have got going, I think, earlier in the season, I think it would have opened up more things for Brandon Cooks.
Yeah.
He had an okay campaign.
To be honest, he could have had a much better. I think him and Dak still just have to get a little bit of their chemistry together because there were a lot of Brandon Cooks probably had about 300 or 400 yards worth of overthrows.
Yeah. Those overthrows should have went to Kevontae Turpin. Look at that 49ers game when we absolutely scored that first touchdown. Hey, Turpin was taking the top off the defense, man. Use Turpin on those 9 routes. He wear number 9, by the way. Use him on a 9 route.
That's still such a weird number for him to me.
The whole number change and stuff is strange.
He was looking good with 2, though. That 2 fits him.
Yeah, but maybe open. If Washington have their way, he may be able to go back to that number.
Oh my God, that's us just being optimistic, man. What are you looking like on this defense, though? How you feeling, though? We still got the missing pieces.
We got some missing pieces, but I like Osa. Okay. I think Osa contract year. Okay. DeMarcus Lawrence is always going. He's going to defend that edge. Okay. Right. He's going to stop that run. You're going to get that from him. Micah's Micah.
Right.
Micah go Micah at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So wherever you put him, he's going to excel. You got the boys. Sam.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be the starter unless they get a veteran in here or they draft somebody high up. But he should be your starter. at a right end.
Okay.
Should be.
Right.
So we said we should be. Then we got the linebackers.
That's the glaring hole right
Yeah, the
there.
linebackers is the issue,
The
man.
only thing we don't know right now.
What's our guy named number Damone Clark?
Damone Clark.
He's got to either be
my
a weak
guy.
side linebacker, but depending on where they're gonna play Micah, I think Micah's gonna play the weak side.
Yeah.
I think he would be more of the weak side linebacker.
We'll see though, because he is. We didn't talk about this at all, but he's been a 5th-year option guy, and they pegged him as a defensive edge guy. So,
Yeah. So,
but it's only the technicalities. But we'll find out though.
well, like I said, we still got Overshawn. I'm excited to see, but it's gonna be, you gotta bring him along slowly. You don't play with those injuries. People aren't always that big of an impact when they come back from injuries like that. Safety position is kind of who knows, Yeah, who knows with the safety position? I don't know, because you kind of have you got some guys there at safety.
Right.
You got a room full of safeties. You still got Hooker, which that's gonna be your starting free safety probably more than likely. You got Wanye, Marquise Bell should be going back to that safety room. Dono is still there.
Bro, the team, honestly, to be honest, I think the team is going to be just fine next season.
Yeah,
I think they're going to be just fine.
yeah.
It's fun to cause mass hysteria, and it's
Freak
fun.
out about outside free agents.
It's
yeah.
fun dialogue, but if you really look at the players that are still here and the players that are under contract and the key positions that we have players in,
Right.
I think we're going to be fine, bro.
We good.
But still, our biggest asset is Dak, and what we need to do, we need to protect him and make sure he has everything around him to succeed at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, yes, let's go, man.
Well, so far what's been going on this offseason. So, like I said, something may happen even an hour from now.
Right.
But keep to them. We're gonna keep giving you these updates and stuff like this. Like I said, we're ready for that draft. Can't wait to announce that draft party for y'all. All the details of that. Y'all gonna love it. We want y'all to come out, have a great time. Man, it's gonna be some prizes, great guests coming out. So just please tune into that. Make sure you like, subscribe, all of our channels here. Everyone shout out their platform again.
Yes, indeed. Law Nation Sports under Law Nation Sports on all of your platforms. That's on TikTok. That's on X app, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
First person to call it X. I still call it Twitter.
Man,
My mama call you Twitter. I'm gonna call you Twitter.
You saw I had squeezing like X app.
The Dak Attack Show on X, Dak Attack Show on IG, the Dak Attack on YouTube. Just search the Dak Attack at this point. You're gonna find me. Search the Dak Attack, you're gonna find me.
And it's Ray Ray's Podcast. Ray Ray's Podcast on YouTube. On Instagram is Ray Ray's _podcast. We really don't fool with the X that much on Ray Ray's Podcast. I do personally, because I like to troll people.
Yeah.
Go off on people, but that's just me personally. Thank y'all again.
Right.
We will get back to this again soon. Hopefully we have some better news when we get back together again.
We'll talk some positivity next time, some excitement.
Some excitement.
It's been a long off season.
It ain't even started yet. It's just
I
started.
tried to bring some positivity things back to the table, man. But at the end of the day, Cowboy Nation, I like what my guy West Coast say. Never look down because the star is up. And I get it. The Cowboys right now is still doom and gloom. But the other part of it is March. It's March, man. Come on, man. Let that sizzle down in your mind. Come on, man.
Thank y'all for tuning in with us. Hey, we start the show off with positive words. We're going to end with positive words. So everybody get your swag on, check yourself, rub your hands like Birdman if you need to. Tell yourself, I will boss up mentally. I will boss up spiritually. I will boss up physically. And I will boss up financially. Invest in yourself. It's your boy Ray, the Dak Attack. We got the Law Nation. We out. We're going to see y'all next time in this thing. Peace.
What did my guy say? Skip Bailey said,
All
Jerry
in my ass.
Jones.
Skip Bayless funny, man. I seen that yesterday.
Hey. Get money all day, get money all night. Sip my drink, ho.